I inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, not coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Never been a skate town.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go in Glendale. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now Nix on 3rd down. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Nix with it on 1st. They try to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains It's 15, and it moves the sticks. Oh, you love when you can go from first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Nix from the gun. He's inside the 10. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. They send a man in motion. Once more, it's Nix. Caught just shy of the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. Oh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Back to throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got third and very short coming up. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. Right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Turning to Benson on third. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Pass play on first and 10. Go right side and Dobbs has it. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Benson on first and 10. Fights his way through a tackle. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Throwing from the gun. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route Kate at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Eagles, 6.
Carter up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there. You even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
3rd down from the gun. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Half to 60, half to 60. Bronco 80. Front. Take over.
Back now, pressure coming. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Half to 60, half to 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They're throwing it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have second and pretty long here. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And second down only works out for a yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. To the air on third and long. That's caught for the first. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
And the Broncos first down.
On first and 10, here's Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
There's a screen to Benson. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, this is the type of game you've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here he is on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running from the pistol with Benson. This doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
For a right side, cut by Wilson. And they got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. With him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Sticking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go, set. Wrap up.
From the gun on third down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Katie York now on for the field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock in this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jaden Thompson makes the play. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Come out throwing. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
19 Tiger.
I'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
A 49-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Brings their line set to kick off.
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Lady.
And off to Benson to start the drive. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 70 left.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
The give now to Benson. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
70 ready. 70 Timberwolf.
Back to throw. That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Number 18. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And there's your man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos take over as he reports his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to is the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. It's Nix out of the pistol. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 28 out of that play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Nix off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Nix kick out wide, complete. And barely gets it into enemy territory to the 49. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Throwing now off the play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Brought in right side. Rolling into enemy territory. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Now a toss play with Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Nix. Makes the play working the sideline, but it takes him out right at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. of the gun, it's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set now, 1st and 10. Running in the red zone. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. He's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Left side now, caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Their line has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now pressure coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Sticking to the air here. Buys time, rolling right. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's it's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
18 Cardinal, 18, take over.
Throw here, third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On comes Cade York, a lot riding on this kick. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the fourth.
And that now is his third miss of the game. And it won't be one many of these fans forget because of the game situation this time, Kate. It's going to be a tough loss to endure, and I think, unfortunately, he's going to draw more than his share of the criticism.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Cards bringing out an extra DB on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds Dobbins with the dump off. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's Nix. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football. Punt team on the field. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. He's dropping back to throw. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on you go. Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On now comes their punter. Michael Pilardi, the one to kick it away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Cardinal out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Broncos leading by 7. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Third down run by Dobbins. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the 1st down, and that should just about button up this victory.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running it again with Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Hold on, son. Ready?
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Hold on, son. Ready?
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good, chef feels good, kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good and stacking these kind of wins in a row.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Glendale.